My name is Melanie Jacob with jacobassociates.com, and I'm here today to talk to you about exit strategies. We're excited to bring real-life examples today. Phil and I have been investing in real estate notes for a couple of years now, and we buy notes in Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, Texas, and Georgia. And this note today, we're going to be talking about a non-performing note that we purchased in Columbus, Georgia. Well, when we looked at Georgia, we were interested in Georgia because it's a fast foreclosure state. We purchased it at a price that made sense for us, actually, and ideally we want the borrower to reinstate. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about that process and what happened. So what's the story on this house? And this is Mr. B. We'll call him Mr. B. Mr. B had a 6-year history of no payment. And people are like, what? No payments for 6 years? I mean, that's crazy. Well, we still gave him a chance, and we wanted to reach out to him. And because we work with a servicer, we usually have our servicer do that, but we also hire a loss mitigation team to reach out and find out, did he want to stay? Turns out there's like a little shop in the back that Mr. B really wanted to work in and keep the house for. He wanted to actually become a carpenter or use his carpentry skills. So he came to us and he put earnest money of $1,000, and he signed a forbearance plan that he would do a trial payment plan for 6 months. At the end of that 6 months, we then were going to rewrite the loan and adjust the arrears. Okay, so what are the exit strategies for something like this? So what happened is Mr. B ended up paying for about 3 months, and then he actually stopped paying. So we let 3 months go by, even though the forbearance agreement says as soon as you miss a payment, they failed the forbearance agreement and it's a foreclosure. So what we ended up doing is giving him 3 months to see what was happening. And it turns out that there was a death in the family. And so he had another house he was trying to take care of as well as this one. Well, we went to him through the loss mitigation and we said, hey, would you want to work out a deal? And we were able to actually work out a deal for him to give him cash for keys. And he needed a couple extra weeks to stay. And we're like, okay, let's work that out. However, because we want him, it turns out he's moving next door to the house of the relative that passed. So he moved next door. And so we want him to be we want to keep a good relationship with him because we don't want anything bad to happen to the house. So what happened was we now have an REO that we need to know, well, what are our exit strategies? And we could sell to a local investor in the area and wholesale it. But we had a problem. All the tax documents, the BPO, everything said it was a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. However, when the real estate agent, which we hired, went in the house, they actually found out that it was a 1-bedroom house. So they were not able to actually sell to it's not really likely that an investor would want a 1-bedroom house. So it's probably more likely that it'll have a 45-day sale average and we'll sell to a local buyer. Let's say a local buyer wants an opportunity for seller financing. So what we could do is we could offer it as a lease option and ask for some money down, and then the payment would include taxes and insurance. The other ideas would set up another note, and the rental rate in the area is about $500 to $525. So there's a lot of opportunity because we bought this note at the right price. So there's a lot of potential exit strategies. And a lot of this depends on our investors' goals as well. So if you have any questions and you'd like to ask us more about how to invest in real estate notes, or if you're interested in more questions about this deal, reach out to us at noteworthydeal@gmail.com. Thanks.